Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim Kelly. This is the Real Sports Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tonight, obviously, we have Game 7 of Heat vs. Pacers Eastern Conference Finals with ramifications not only on who goes to the NBA Finals, but especially if the Miami Heat lose, ramifications possibly beyond that. We will have immediate reaction after the game goes final tonight on the Real Sports Talk, so certainly subscribe and stay tuned here. A few days ago, prior to Game 6 of the NBA of the Eastern Conference Finals, getting ahead of myself, Grant Hill announced his retirement on the TNT NBA Tip-Off pregame show. I reflected on his career, what could have been and what was, even despite all the horrific injuries that he had in the early 2000s. Another guy that just announced his retirement, and injuries did not kill his career. He actually will go down as one of the top 50 players of all time, and that is Jason Kidd, who shared a Rookie of the Year with Grant Hill, coincidentally. And Jason Kidd is one of those guys in the NBA that's always there. You always knew he was a very good point guard, but I just don't think he got enough credit, whether it's with the Mavs early on, the Suns. I think his prime was with the Nets, and I think that's what I'll always remember him as a New Jersey Net. Then he spent some time in Dallas, where he finally got his first ring after taking the Nets to back-to-back finals in, I believe, 02-03 and 03-04, in which they lost to the Los Angeles Lakers. They lost both of those, but at that time, he was the best point guard in the NBA, I would say. And Jason Kidd, to me, the thing that separated Jason Kidd as a player is, I'm not sure in his prime. In his prime, I don't think his prime compared to Allen Iverson or Steve Nash, two of the better point guards that played during his prime, I don't think I'd take him in his best year over their best year. But the overall body of work, I think Jason Kidd was a little bit more consistent than both of those guys, especially Allen Iverson. He did it over, he had much more longevity than Allen Iverson was able to. And part of that was just because he was a great overall player. He did whatever the team needed him to do. Tremendous three-point shooter, like I mentioned. He took the Nets to 2 NBA Finals, and he's one of the better distributors, not on Steve Nash's level, but a better passer than Allen Iverson was. And, I mean, 8.7 assists per game career average. That is a ridiculous average, and that's after averaging 3.3 assists this year. So the last few years kind of killed a little bit. 5.5 in his last year in Dallas. Prior to that, he was averaging over 9 assists per game in his career. That tells you kind of where Jason Kidd is. And he's someone, he was in a horrific car accident prior to last season, was able to come in, play a small role in the Knicks. Really was very disappointing in the playoffs, as pretty much everyone on the Knicks not named Carmelo Anthony was. But overall, career-wise, what Jason Kidd did, he's a top 50 all-time player in my mind, borderline top 5 point guard. And you look at him, Steve Nash, and Allen Iverson as the best point guards from the 2000 to 2010 type era. And they're all different styles, but Jason Kidd, to me, his longevity is what set him apart and made him such a great player. I'll catch you guys later on tonight.